there's the medical part of the exam and there's the functional or physical part of the exam.
Right.
If I'm the employer and I send John over to you for a pre-placement examination, what are you guys able to relay back to me? Is it basically thumbs up, good to go, or thumbs down, or are you able to give me more detailed information on what was done and how he performed?
Yeah, medical information is considered HIPAA protected.
Mhm.
So what the employer gets back from the medical evaluation is a one-page form that says, here's the examining provider, the date, the blah, 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 and this person is or is not medically cleared to do the job, or has a limitation. We may have somebody, a DOT exam is a good example, where they might only be qualified to get a short duration card, 60-day, a 90-day card, excuse me, or a 6-month card or a 1-year card. So we can't tell the employer why, but very often it's because we're trying to, the person's safe to go to work, but we want to make sure they continue to use their CPAP, they continue to manage their diabetes or whatever it is that they've got. And so we do have some options there in terms of getting people to work, getting them set up for their insurance so they can pay for these kinds of things. But
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I answered your question.
Yeah. I mean, you can't really tell them much. You can let them know if they're able to or should be able to fulfill the physical requirements or fulfill the requirements for that job, but you can't give them what their blood pressure reading was or
Right.
if they
Now,
filed a work comp claim or not, that type of thing.
right. Now, on the functional side, as long as we create that work performance test based on those magic words, those essential functional demands, the employer gets to see that entire test result, every line item.
Okay.
And they can see which of those things were met or not met, or which things they might need to accommodate if they choose to.
Yeah.
And as long as it's based on those essential demands, both HIPAA, EEOC, all of those things sway towards the employer and say they get to see those because these are things the employee has to do to be able to perform their job.
Yeah.
There's an element of a work performance test we always begin with, and it's range of motion, stretching, not stretching, but range of motion, and a couple of other tests along those lines, wrist motions and things like that. That's considered medical information. So the employer never gets to see that page. But once we get into testing those demands, everything is open to the employer. And we would actually send that directly to the employer along with the medical clearance page from the provider.